Yes, everyone doing. Glory be to the people, glory be to the congregation. I'm Mr. Dominique Pastor Jones, and this is another reaction coming straight from the congregation themselves. Yes, it is. Listen, go ahead and go, join that congregation. Hit the subscribe button whenever you get a chance or something. Yes, let's do that for Mr. Dominique Pastor Jones. We need you, okay? Listen. So, we have comedy today. Those Carlin will listen to BS. Okay, so someone had to request this, huh? Okay, so let's check this out. Okay. Listen, I'm not one of those people that just gets upset about the way stuff people have to say about stuff. I just don't really care about that. You know, because everyone lives in a different reality, and you can't just throw your reality on someone else because that's not what they come from. So you must be understanding to everyone's reality, even if it makes you uncomfortable, or just that's how you get through it to it. It's transparency and the empathy. You know, if the world had a lot of that understanding, you know, you know, it'd be a better place. But, we're a work in progress. So let's just keep this going. So, Mr. Zoe's Carlin, sorry. Zoe's Carlin.
But in the bullshit department, a businessman can't hold a candle to a clergyman. Because I gotta tell you the truth, folks. I gotta tell you the truth. When it comes to bullshit, big time, major league bullshit, you have to stand in awe. In awe of the all-time champion of false promises and exaggerated claims, religion. No contest. No contest. Religion easily has the greatest bullshit story ever told. Think about it. Religion has actually convinced people that there's an invisible man living in the sky who watches everything you do every minute of every day. And the invisible man has a special list of 10 things he does not want you to do. And if you do any of these 10 things, he has a special place full of fire and smoke and burning and...
Yes, that does sound very scary, doesn't it? Let's see, when you really, analyze this stuff and just really break it down, I always say, listen, I don't care what religion you come from. And I will never ever try to impose mine on you just because I think it can help you more. Listen, I don't know that. That's just what I feel. And sometimes people get confused with facts and feelings. And that's sometimes it's really hard to see it. But anyway, obviously this man, he feels the way he feels for a reason. Like I said, he didn't throw up a defense, but he's already said his piece. But let's just keep this going.
And torture and anguish, where he will send you to live and suffer and burn and choke and scream and cry forever and ever till the end of time. But he loves you. He loves you, and he needs money. He always needs money. He's all-powerful, all-perfect, all-knowing, and all-wise. Somehow, just can't handle money.
I always said, when you look at the money it says, and God reads us, people just use, the good Lord's name, and you know, in certain things, like especially something that, like it's just a piece of paper. Money is just a piece of paper. Value, it all lives up here. All the value lives up here. From the tiniest sous to the tiniest teens to, you know, just about anything. The value is just all in the mind. Now, I would say the most valuable thing is time. But, you know, not everyone values that. And, you know what, let me just stop going off on tangents and just let this man speak. I'm sorry, sometimes I get so caught up in myself.
Religion takes in billions of dollars, they pay no taxes, and they always need a little more. Now, you talk about a good bullshit story. Holy shit. Thank you very much.
Actually, it sounds like Elvis. Thank you very much. Yes.
But I want you to know something. This is sincere. I want you to know, when it comes to believing in God, I really tried. I really tried. I tried to believe that there is a God who created each of us in his own image and likeness, loves us very much, and keeps a close eye on things. I really tried to believe that, but I gotta tell you, the longer you live, the more you look around, the more you realize something is fucked up. Something is wrong here. War, disease, death, destruction, hunger.
Whew.
Filth.
Listen, that man just said a mouthful. You know, just gonna step outside of my comfort zone for a bit. You know, whenever in doubt, you know, just listen to the earth sometimes. Just sit there, either to meditate, soak it all in. Just listen to the earth, listen to the laws of the land. You know, stuff like that. Now, what I'm about to say is, just a little bit more contradiction to myself, but I don't mind. I can take the heat. I can handle it. Yes. Like I said before, value is all in the mind. Remember that. Your religion, everything that makes you you, that makes you puss. Just keep pussing. Just keep it going. It's all in here. If you're strong here, you can beat anything. You just have to train your mind. Your mind is a muscle. It's a muscle, you know, it has to work out. You keep working it out. You keep pushing the envelope in here. You become stronger. You can do it. But I know I just keep going off on tangents. Just seems like every time he says something, I just see myself just having to speak up. Let me get this, Mr. George Carlin speak.
Poverty, torture, crime, corruption, and the ice capades. Something is definitely wrong. This is not good work. If this is the best God can do, I am not impressed. Results like these do not belong on the resume of a supreme being. This is the kind of shit you'd expect from an office temp with a bad attitude. But just between you and me, in any decently run universe, this guy would have been out on his all-powerful ass a long time ago. And by the way, I say this guy because I firmly believe, looking at these results, that if there is a God, it has to be a man. No woman could or would ever fuck things up like this. So, So, if there is a God, if there is, I think most reasonable people might agree that he's at least incompetent and maybe, just maybe, doesn't give a shit. Doesn't give a shit, which I admire in a person and which would explain a lot of these bad results. So rather than be just another mindless religious robot, mindlessly and aimlessly and blindly believing that all of this is in the hands of some spooky, incompetent father figure who doesn't give a shit, I decided to look around for something else to worship, something I could really count on. And immediately, I thought of the sun. Happened like that. Overnight, I became a sun worshiper. Well, not overnight. You can't see the sun at night. The first thing the next morning, I became a sun worshiper. Several reasons. First of all, I can see the sun, okay? Yeah. Unlike some other gods I could mention, I can actually see the sun. I'm big on that. If I can see something, I don't know, kind of helps the credibility along, you know? So every day I can see the sun as it gives me everything I need: heat, light, food, flowers in the park, reflections on the lake, an occasional skin cancer, but hey, at least there are no crucifixions, and we're not setting people on fire simply because they don't agree with us. Sun worship is fairly simple. There's no mystery, no miracles, no pageantry, no one asks for money, there are no songs to learn, and we don't have a special building where we all gather once a week to compare clothing. And the best thing...
Sister Betty. No, Sister Betty, you always... No, I'm just not going to do that. Is that a fly? That's a... What is that? That's a big fly. Get out of here, fly. Get out. It's that. Anyone seen that big fly? That, oh, no, you just gonna get it today, son. You mess with the white pastor. Yes, I'm sorry. You gotta see this. Gotta take this out on this fly. Let me see. Come on. Come on, son. Come on. I got something for you. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, son. Yes. Bring your behind back over here. Yes. Come on. Come on, son. Just want to sit there and look at me now. Let's try to get through with this. If he comes back, he got something good coming.
The best thing about the sun, it never tells me I'm unworthy. Doesn't tell me I'm a bad person who needs to be saved. Hadn't said an unkind word. Treats me fine. So I worship the sun. But I don't pray to the sun. You know why? I wouldn't presume on our friendship. It's not polite. I've often thought people treat God rather rudely, don't you? Asking trillions and trillions of prayers every day, asking and pleading and begging for favors. Do this, give me that, I need a new car, I want a better job. And most of this praying takes place on Sunday, his day off. It's not nice, and it's no way to treat a friend. But people do pray, and they pray for a lot of different things. You know, your sister needs an operation on her crotch. Your brother was arrested for defecating in a mall. But most of all, you'd really like to...
So you're back, huh? You're back. Come on, son. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, son. Come on. Oh, yes. Yes. Come on. Come on. Come back over. Come back. Come on. Come on. Went into the light. You ever want to see that? He went straight back into that light. I don't know about this.
But fuck that hot little redhead down at the convenience store. You know, the one with the eye patch and the club foot. Huh? Can you pray for that? I think you'd have to. And I say, fine, pray for anything you want. Pray for anything. But what about the divine plan? Remember that? The divine plan. Long time ago, God made a divine plan, gave it a lot of thought, decided it was a good plan, put it into practice. And for billions and billions of years, the divine plan has been doing just fine. Now you come along and pray for something. Well, suppose the thing you want isn't in God's divine plan. What do you want him to do? Change his plan? Just for you? Doesn't it seem a little arrogant? It's a divine...
Actually, he does have a point. You know, this is exactly what I was talking about last time in the Dax video, when I always said that, you know, the next generation always asks the next question. And, you know, seems like Mr. Thor's Carlin asked all those questions. Maybe he was just real with himself. I don't know. Let's just keep this going.
Fine plan. What's the use of being God if every rundown schmuck with a $2 prayer book can come along and fuck up your plan? And here's something else, another problem you might have. Suppose your prayers aren't answered. What do you say? Well, it's God's will. Thy will be done. Fine. But if it's God's will and he's going to do what he wants to anyway, why the fuck bother praying in the first place? Seems like a big waste of time to me. Couldn't you just skip the praying part and go right to his will? It's all very confusing. So to get around a lot of this, I decided to worship the sun. But, as I said, I don't pray to the sun. You know who I pray to? Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci. Two reasons. First of all, I think he's a good actor, okay? To me, that counts. Second, he looks like a guy who can get things done. Joe Pesci.
Mr. Joe Pesci, he does look like he can get a lot of stuff done.
He doesn't fuck around. Doesn't fuck around. In fact, Joe Pesci came through on a couple of things that God was having trouble with. For years, I asked God to do something about my noisy neighbor with the barking dog. Joe Pesci straightened that cocksucker out with one visit. It's amazing what you can accomplish with a simple baseball bat. So I've been praying to Joe for about a year now.
Wait a minute. Son, they just beat the neighbors? You beat the neighbors with a bat, son? Hope not. You better not have did that stuff.
And I noticed something. I noticed that all the prayers I used to offer to God and all the prayers I now offer to Joe Pesci are being answered at about the same 50% rate. Half the time I get what I want, half the time I don't. Same as God, 50-50. Same as the four-leaf clover and the horseshoe, the wishing well and the rabbit's foot. Same as the mojo man. Same as the voodoo lady who tells you your fortune by squeezing the goat's testicles. It's all the same, 50-50. So just pick your superstition, sit back, make a wish, and enjoy yourself. And for those of you who look to the Bible for moral lessons and literary qualities, I might suggest a couple of other stories for you. You might want to look at The Three Little Pigs. That's a good one. Has a nice, happy ending. I'm sure you'll like that. Then there's Little Red Riding Hood, although it does have that X-rated part where the big bad wolf actually eats the grandmother, which I didn't care for, by the way. And finally, I've always drawn a great deal of moral comfort from Humpty Dumpty. The part I like the best, all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. That's because there is no Humpty Dumpty and there is no God. None, not one, no God, never was. In fact, I'm gonna put it this way. If there is a God, may he strike this audience dead. See, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Everybody's okay. All right? Tell you what. I'll raise the stakes. I'll raise the stakes a little bit. If there is a God, may he strike me dead. See? Nothing happened. Oh, wait. Got a little cramp in my leg. And my balls hurt. Plus, I'm blind. Oh, now I'm okay again. Must have been Joe Pesci, huh? God bless Joe Pesci. Thank you all very much. Joe bless you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You know, not for nothing, but it seems as if Zois Carlin wasn't a comedian, he would have been a professional wrestler. It just seems like he knows the right things to say, doesn't it? Just says all the right things. Anyway, I'm still looking at this fly. So I got this big light source that's actually just coming, hit me way here, and he went straight into that. Must have came in through this air conditioner vent. Gotta pass this stuff up. Bilal, give me the plastic and the tape, son. I got some stuff to do. Listen, I'm Mr. Dominique Pastor Jones, and this is another reaction coming straight from Congregation themselves. I'll see you later. You have a good day now, okay? If you like this video, please give us a big thumbs up. 2 of them. And if you don't, please give us a thumbs down. Let us know how you feel in the comments. Let me know how I can do better to provide a better illustration. Also, if you would like to join the congregation, please hit the subscribe button. It's right here. If not, hope God starts you down with life. Yes. Okay, that's really not who I am, but listen, I just enjoy doing reaction videos. And if you enjoy them too, come along for the next video. Let's go.